building up as the legend of Larry D grows here in Spalding Hall.
He's been impressive in previous bouts in St. Louis Anarchy, getting a title opportunity tonight. But again, you gotta wonder, he's about to take on Jeremy Wyatt. Larry D, not used to seeing him have true traditional wrestling rules in his matches. I'm not sure how well this contest could perhaps favor him.
Higher-ups here at St. Louis Anarchy believing that Larry D is worthy after his impressive showing here time and time again at St. Louis Anarchy against this man, the Gateway Heritage Champion, the Monarch, Jeremy Wyatt. And you want to hear people, this man is not liked here in St. Louis Anarchy.
Yell at the beach man.
Jeremy Wyatt, one of the most respected, one of the most revered, one of the most accomplished athletes in the history of our great sport. And he has got quite the feat tonight going against the much larger Larry D. But now, Josh, it is pure wrestling rules here tonight for the Gateway Heritage Championship, which I'm sure we'll hear Sarah explain in just a second. But these rules favor the champion, Jeremy Wyatt.
That's why Wyatt chose those rules. Again, smart strategy, being the champion.
This match is for the Gateway Heritage Championship and is contested under pure wrestling rules. To explain the rules, referee Adam Kennedy.
For the Gateway Heritage Championship, you each get 3 rope breaks. There are no close fist punches to the face. The first one will be warned. Second time you do it, you'll lose a rope break. If you're out of rope breaks, you will be DQ'd. And the championship can change hands on the disqualification. Countouts for 20 counts, and you can lose the title on a countout. Understand the rules I'm explaining.
So there's the rules, as explained by Adam Kennedy. Each wrestler has 3 rope breaks.
The challenger to my left, hailing from Georgetown, Kentucky, he is the best 10 in the house, legendary Larry D. His opponent to my right, from Kansas City, Missouri, he...
had been. He is not liked, as you can hear from this sold-out crowd.
Unbelievable boos here for Monarch Jeremy Wyatt. The crowd really fired up tonight. But you can't deny, Josh, these fans even can't deny the accomplishments of the Monarch Jeremy Wyatt. Now let's talk about the pure wrestling rules of this matchup. Each contestant gets 3 rope breaks. If you use all of your rope breaks, the ropes do not count. Whether that's pinfall, submission, or whatever. If they try to make their way to the ropes, they can still be pinned, even with their foot draping over the bottom rope, Josh. This is, Larry D has to figure out a way to utilize his other skills, because like he also said, Larry D's famous punch it will lose him a rope.
Absolutely, and again, the title can also change hands on disqualification.
Or count out.
And count out as well.
Shoves him
no
off.
close fist either. Again, it's in a disadvantage. Larry D.
Absolutely.
He uses a close fist, he'll get a warning. Second time, he'll lose a rope break. So you want to be real careful, have a real strategic play when you go into a title match against Jeremy Wyatt. Again, remember the Wrestling Classic between Wyatt and Jonathan Gresham, one of the greatest bouts contested in the St. Louis area. This is going to be a completely different bout than that.
Larry D's biggest weapon has been stripped from him by these rules, but that does not matter to Larry D. He's a great veteran of this sport, and he will look to try to find a way to outmuscle and overpower the smaller Jeremy Wyatt and take home that Gateway Heritage Championship. Swing and a miss by Larry D. Oh, look at Wyatt.
Didn't even face Larry D.
Didn't even face Larry D with that jumping forearm strike.
And Larry D, he has the size and strength advantage. He does have that. But how well is it going to favor him?
Almost cornering Jeremy Wyatt. Jeremy Wyatt can't get her out from around Larry D. Larry D once again muscling him back into the corner, goes for a knife edge chop, and Larry D he's got him in that sleeper hold on his back, and Larry D struggling to breathe right now. Wyatt using leverage to try to choke out, and Larry D makes his way over to the rope, and that is a rope break. Larry D has used his first rope break.
Probably less than 5 minutes into this match as well. 2 rope breaks left for Larry D, 3 still for Wyatt. Wyatt getting a little cocky here.
Forget to use the hashtag. Ooh, Gary versus Gage, also AVE 19. As Sarah reminds us that 1 rope break is gone. Larry D unable. Look at that, a heel throw, almost throws him out of the damn ring from the apron. What massive strength by Larry D.
Larry D looking to remain in control of that strength. Again, Wyatt gets caught again, shoved back. I don't think Wyatt's going to be able to lift Larry D off his feet.
Trying to go for a Uranagi maybe. Larry D hits him hard with an elbow. Trying to break that Uranagi attempt. Clotheslines, and Larry D runs right through it. And he gets spiked with a spine buster. Rolls over, puts all that weight on his shoulders, and Wyatt slides out before a 3 count. My gosh, that's as close as we've seen so far.
Again, Larry D can keep this up.
This is his key to victory. Running Yakuza kick into the corner. Almost face washes that beard off of Jeremy Wyatt. Wyatt crawling for safety.
And Wyatt's been defending that belt all over. I mean, I believe this is his 8th or 9th championship defense with that title. He's been victorious every time. You can't deny the talent this guy has, regardless of what you think of his attitude. It's Larry D.
Clotheslines him over the top rope. You're absolutely right. I think this is the 9th title defense for the Monarch Jeremy Wyatt for that Gateway Heritage Championship. He has a death grip on that as he has taken on all comers, not just here, but in PWCS and in Journey Pro, as he takes the legs out from underneath Larry D, using that ring vet experience, ring knowledge, splash over the top rope. And he just gets powered out.
Wyatt gonna try to keep Larry D grounded here. Again, this style favors Wyatt, but again, having an opponent like Larry D, you got to have a different strategy going into it as well. With the body size of Larry D, how you're going to try to keep this guy down, how you're going to try to wear him out.
This is a smart tactic by Jeremy Wyatt, wrapping the massive legs of Larry D around that rope. And now actually forcing Larry D to use that second rope break. He actually manipulated that so that Larry D used his second rope.
That's smart mindset in the champ.
Larry D has lost another rope break. He has one left, and Wyatt still has all three.
Jeremy Wyatt has 3, and look at Wyatt busting out a tope suicida. I don't think I've ever seen that from Jeremy Wyatt before, but Wyatt knows he's got to use all tactics to get the big Larry D off his feet.
Again, having to change up his strategy. Having an opponent the size of Larry D. Larry D on the outside now. Referee's going to begin the count. Again, this match can end on a count out. The title can also change hands on a count out. Over Wyatt on the outside. Wyatt going to try to make use of this advantage, trying to get Larry D counted out.
Let's remind the fans at home, in the Gateway Heritage Championship matches, it is a 20 count. So Larry D has actually to the count of 20 to make it back into the ring. This is a smart tactic here by Jeremy Wyatt, trying to get that count out victory over Larry D. That way he does not lose the title, dropping the elbows right into the sternum. Make that 3 in a row by the Monarch, Jeremy Wyatt.
Wyatt keeping Larry D on the mat. Smart strategy. Beginning the trash talk. That cocky, arrogant attitude Wyatt always has.
Oh, snapping the fingers.
I think Larry D has a taped up finger as well. I think that's what Wyatt was targeting.
Now a single leg DDT, trying to hyperextend that leg of Larry D. Jeremy Wyatt now picking apart the body of Larry D, stepping on that hand, that caustic right hand, left hand of Larry D. Both of his hands are damaged. They're weapons. Now Jeremy Wyatt making doubly sure that he won't be able to use those to his advantage in this matchup.
Larry D back up to his feet.
Hard knife edge chop. And look at Wyatt taking him off his feet once again with the single leg takedown. Once again trying to hyperextend that knee and that quad of Larry D. Smart wrestling by the Monarch.
One of the best wrestlers on the planet. Cannot deny that. Jeremy Wyatt can go toe-to-toe with just about anybody.
As you mentioned earlier, Jeremy Wyatt had a classic matchup with Jonathan Gresham. If you guys want to see most of the Anarchy library, all you have to do is stay right here on independentwrestling.tv, and you can see so many classic St. Louis Anarchy cards, including the one of Jonathan Gresham versus Jeremy Wyatt.
Absolutely incredible events, all of them. Relive some of that history as Wyatt is picking apart Larry D. Continues that trash talk. Big reason why a lot of people don't like Jeremy Wyatt, but again, having a title the size of Larry D down on the mat this long, able to isolate him and pick him apart, that's just impressive by the champion.
Stomping on the back and shoulder blades of Larry D. Now almost adding insult to injury. This isn't a painful maneuver he's doing. He's just grinding the heel of his boot in that ear. Jeremy Wyatt, especially vicious here tonight at Anarchy versus Everybody. Use the hashtag AVE19. Also, Gary versus Gage to engage in the conversation live on Twitter about this great wrestling event.
2 count Larry D still in his hand. And Wyatt's world is Wyatt versus Everybody. Again, all these fans don't like him. The locker room's gunning for him because he has that title. Wyatt, for months now, it's been Wyatt versus Everybody since he's had that title. He knows it. He just continues to isolate the knee, the leg of Larry D.
Once again, standing room only here in Spalding Hall. Unbelievable turnout. The weather is great, unlike the last time where a blizzard almost dang near shut us down, but we ain't letting nothing stopping us because Anarchy versus Everybody is happening, and what a great card we still have to come, especially that war between Nick Gage and Gary Jennings.
I'm going to try to lift Larry D into the corner. That's not happening. Back elbow there, followed by a forearm by Larry D. Kick to the midsection. Larry D's going to try to turn this around. Wyatt falls down in that corner.
I've seen this before. Everybody out of the pool. Larry D cannonballs, caves in that chest of Jeremy Wyatt, pulls him to the center of the ring. Wyatt seems to be out of it. Look out! 747 splash! And almost gets a 3 count. My God, that's as close as close can get.
A long 2 count is a close one. Larry D even thought it was it. He thought he just won the championship, but not yet. Wyatt's still in it.
Wyatt's always in it. If you've ever watched a Jeremy Wyatt match, he will try to pick up a victory out of anywhere. He might be going for that coronation pile driver with the massive girth. Going for a butterfly suplex, and it's a pedigreeing him. 1, 2, no! Larry D kicks out.
Wyatt getting frustrated.
Absolutely. Keep in mind, Larry D has 1 rope break left. Jeremy Wyatt has all 3 still remaining in this pure wrestling matchup.
Telling him to get up, stalking him, and waiting for an opportunity. Pulls him up by the hair.
Oh, good Lord.
Knocking Wyatt to the
Scintillating
outside.
forearm strike. Yes, that was a forearm. That was indeed not a punch. Wyatt rolling through the ropes with the schoolboy. Now turning him over, trying to get that massive leg of Larry D up into that deep half crab.
Center of the ring.
Center of the ring.
Larry D has 1 rope break remaining.
Is he going to use it here in that half crab against Jeremy Wyatt? Then he will be all out of rope breaks.
Can't even get to a rope at this point. He's crawling, trying to get there. He's trying to use it.
Oh, he's
Fingertips
fingertips away. Oh, and he
Got it.
has to use it. He has to use it, or he was going to submit. Larry D has a career he needs to think about, and some things are more important, how you support your family.
Now rope breaks. Wyatt still has all 3.
Crowd really getting upset now that Wyatt still has all 3 of his rope breaks, and Larry D has none left. This really is favoring the champion here.
Absolutely. Larry D gets called again in this submission. There's going to be nowhere for him to go.
Now, well, look at this. He's got him in a front chancery over the top rope. Larry D is almost out. He cannot use it. This is usually a rope break type situation, but Jeremy Wyatt knows Larry D is out of rope breaks. Could Larry D pass out here? 1. If that hand drops 2 more times, this match is over. 2. Is this it? Is it? No! Larry D stays in the fight after being choked over that top rope. Look at Jeremy Wyatt using all of his weight.
Look out. Look at the strength here.
Look at the strength of Larry D. What is he doing here?
Oh, on the apron.
He just crushed him with a Death Valley driver on the apron.
The hardest part of the ring. We could have a new champion if he can get Wyatt back in the ring. Larry D completely turned this match around.
Have we seen the shift of momentum favoring the side of Larry D? He rolls it back in the ring too. No! Jeremy Wyatt kicks out.
What a shock on Larry D's face. He can't believe it.
Larry D did the right thing by capitalizing on that just disgusting Death Valley driver on the apron. Was unable to pick up the victory. Wyatt struggling for air now as he climbs up back to his feet.
I don't know how Wyatt can still be in it after that, but he is. The fight the champion has to keep that title.
There's a nice European uppercut, whips him off the ropes. Wyatt almost seems to be dead.
Oh
Wait,
my God.
pop-up powerbomb.
Wyatt's back to his feet.
Clothesline takes Wyatt out of his boots. Larry D with the cover too. No! Almost another 3 count. Larry D is coming so close to picking up this Gateway Heritage Championship.
At this point, he's got to be thinking, what do I have to do? He's throwing everything he has at Wyatt here. It's not enough.
Many people have tried it. Many people have failed. But is tonight the night that Larry D takes home the Gateway Heritage Championship. Takes it away from Jeremy Wyatt. Jeremy Wyatt rolls through. I've seen him do this before. And look at this. He's got an ankle lock on. And once again, Larry D is out of rope breaks. So he has to figure a way out of this hole without using the ropes. And once again, trying to kick off Wyatt. Wyatt holding on to that ankle pick. Once again, stands up. Cranks on that ankle.
Nowhere for Larry D to go. He's just going to have to try to break out of this. The rope break's not going to do it. Trying to hit him with those back elbows to try to break the hold, break the submission. And he does.
Those back chops there, using that broad side of the hand, those are not punches. Oh!
That
was a punch! That was a punch right to the face! This is it!
Larry D's been disqualified.
Larry D has been disqualified. That knockout blow. He was out of rope breaks, Josh. There's nothing the referee can do.
Having no more rope breaks and throwing close fists, he is disqualified. And still, your Gateway Heritage Champion, Jeremy Wyatt.
And you saw as Wyatt was falling, Josh, he was calling for the bell. He told the ref that was a closed fist. Larry D losing sight of the rules, and Jeremy Wyatt capitalizes and remains your Gateway Heritage Champion.
The rule was playing in favor for Wyatt.
Tough break for Jeremy Wyatt, Josh. Larry D. A great break for Jeremy Wyatt. Tough break for Larry D.
Again, if Larry D still had a rope break, that close fist would have been a warning, but he was out of rope breaks. Caused him to disqualification right there. Jeremy Wyatt lives to defend that title another day.
And we'll be back after a brief intermission at St. Louis Anarchy. But let's show you what's coming up here on IndependentWrestling.tv.